The odyssey has been long, full of peaks and valleys, twists and turns, blood and sweat. Now one team stands on the precipice, staring into oblivion for a second straight year, while the other stands before the summit, a chance to take the ring in front of their faithful. For the West, many contribute to success, but a 7-foot Atlas continues to carry the weight. While another giant looks to culminate 14 years of a colossal effort with a triumph for the ages. For the East, the sun will not rise tomorrow without victory today. A Herculean effort by their leader alone will not be enough. The entire band must pull as one, and pull like never before, for they are in the land of elimination. Welcome to the beginning of the end. The NBA Finals, Game 6. And the NBA Finals, Game 6, comes to you from the SBC Center in San Antonio, Texas. ABC Sports brings you the New Jersey Nets and the San Antonio Spurs. New Jersey hoping to push it another game. The Spurs can end it right here tonight. Welcome back inside, everybody. Brad Nessler with my partners, Bill Walton, Tom Tolbert. To all of you and to my buddies, happy Father's Day, everybody. Here it is. The Nets have been here before. Last year they were swept by the Lakers. I mentioned earlier, Tom, they've proven they belong, but they need one good night to make it Game 7.
Just one. Just one. I mean, their shooting has been about as sour as milk with an expiration date of June 18th, 94. It is, if you're squeamish, you may want to turn away right now, because these numbers are, I don't know how to put it, other than just atrocious. 38% shooting, 27 from beyond the arc. Jason Kidd not getting it done. You look at the dejection in their face right now, and when your leading field goal percentage shooter is Richard Jefferson at 42%, I mean, these numbers right here are right up there with gasoline and Mexican food as all-time vomit inducers. You can't shoot, you can't win. It's that simple.
They're already starting in here. It's already begun, but they got some work to do. And that work involves the Nets and the Spurs. Game 6. Nets are not dead yet, and they let everybody know that. Can they hang tonight, or can the Spurs finish it? We'll find out in a moment. And we've got a timeout taken by Greg Popovich with 6 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Good start for the Nets. Spurs bounce back. And Richard Jefferson on the last basket gives the Nets a 3-point lead with 6:10 remaining first quarter. Delaney says, what are you doing, Kenyon, just because you didn't get the call?
And fortunately, Byron Scott quickly calls a timeout to put things back under control. Losing your mind. Kmart, what is going on out here?
He struggled with the flu and with his emotions in the last game. And you take a look here, he didn't like the Ginobili steal. He turns around, lets Malik Rose have one in the sternum. That's what forced the whistle. 2:40 left first quarter.
I play with a chip on my shoulder, you know. I play with that edge, you know. I have to, you know. If I don't, then I'm not gonna play anymore. You know, once I lose that fire and that edge, you know, I'm gonna call it quits. I'm gonna still play hard. I'm gonna still get in your face, talk trash to you, cuss you, hit you, no matter what. It's all about heart and determination, man. I feel I have one of the biggest hearts in this league, and I'll play anybody, no matter who he is.
Having the edge is fine for Kenyon Martin as we take a look at first Rose battling him in the low block, and Rose gets away with a push in the back. Martin turns around, was looking for a call from the official, had the ball swiped by Ginobili, and then when he turned around, the chip on the shoulder was Malik Rose's as he shoved him going down court. And here's another look from another angle.
And going over the edge has cost Kenyon Martin dearly. That in Game 5 Friday night, he had a season-high 8 turnovers.
And again, the Spurs, for 6 straight games, it's never happened before, don't score 20 points in a quarter. But the Nets did. In fact, they scored 25. And the last one was with some authority by the guy that's leading them in scoring tonight, as Richard Jefferson goes up and gets it and knocks it down. 10 points in the quarter for RJ, and a good quarter for the New Jersey Nets on the road. Tough place to play. Their teammates looking on. They lead it at the end of one. 25-17. Nets in front.
Point guard, New Jersey Nets. As much as I rely on my teammates to help me be successful, I want to help them.
He gets me the ball in places where I don't have to do nothing with it but put it in the hole. He leads by example. That's why he's our captain. No matter where he goes, the entire team will follow.
Jason Kidd had 5 points early, and he has given the Nets that confidence they need on the road. They're off to a good start, up 25-17.
The fans here a little chippy.
Greg Popovich still looking for a foul call. Still didn't get it. His team trails 31-24 on ABC Sports, your home of the NBA Finals. 2 minutes, 51 seconds left first half. The Admiral playing possibly his last game. Reverse layup, 38-32. Nets still hanging on to the lead. Had an open three. That's his spot, but he missed it.
This is one of those games where you're better off being behind at the half, playing at home. You listen to your coach a lot more clearly in this circumstance.
Good first half, really, by both teams. And the Nets, who had the lead throughout the entire first half, but the Spurs did close out the half on a 17-10 push, which has been their MO throughout this series so far. So at halftime, New Jersey Nets on the road, leading 41-38 over the San Antonio Spurs. And it's troubled times for the San Antonio Spurs with 8:02 remaining in the third quarter. They had it down to a 2-point ball game, and all of a sudden, all Nets. Kidd, the no-look pass to Jefferson. Ginobili gets him. He caps off the 3-point play, and now it's New Jersey leading by 12.
At a flawless performance.
By a flawless performer. He's not done making memories yet. He's got a double-double tonight. He's got a huge stick-back jam in this quarter. As Tony Parker with a miss, watch David Robinson making sure. You don't think of Robinson and Duncan as Mr. Inside and Mr. Outside. You think of two Mr. Insides. But in this game, Tim Duncan has also become Mr. Outside from the top of the circle. That one brought the crowd up, and that's where we are right now, 59-53. And the Spurs know they don't want to let an opportunity slip away. They don't want to be backed into a 7th-game corner on Wednesday night. But the Nets have led the entire game, and the crowd has been up for the last 3 minutes. There's the numbers. Duncan and Robinson have 17 of the Spurs' last 23 points. So the Nets have led wire to wire so far, but we got 12 more minutes of wire to go. The Nets on the road trying to force a Game 7. Richard Jefferson and company hoping they can do that on Wednesday night. This ABC Sports presentation of the NBA will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations. We can barely hear each other. It's down to 6. Tim Duncan, Mr. Everything. Watch the move and the crossover on Mutombo. That gave him his 20th point. Maybe more important, though, Ginobili showing those quick hands. Swipes it from Jefferson. Takes it for the flush. And it's 69-63 with 9:44 to go. Almost 19,000 have stood throughout the timeout again at the SBC Center. He has been an intimidator. Tim Duncan on the night with 15 rebounds to go with his 20 points and 7 assists and 5 block shots. David Robinson has a double-double as well. Will the ship come in the last 9:44, or will we sail one more night on Wednesday?
Kind of caps off everything that's happened in my career.
For me, Dave showed me definitely how to be a professional and how to not let basketball affect my life.
He's been a great friend. He was always there for me. It's like a big brother. It's time. I've known all year long. I've been at peace with it. I think I've just enjoyed everything a little bit more. David Robinson, San Antonio Spurs.
Who's got 11 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 block shots, has helped his Spurs to a 7-0 run in the last minute and a half. Everybody thanking number 50. This whole city's Mr. Robinson's neighborhood. Trust me, if he's not an MVP, he's an MAP, the most admired person in San Antonio. Mom's looking on. Frida. Dad Ambrose is here.
It's all falling apart for the Nets.
The Spurs can almost smell it. Speedy Claxton in for the ineffective Tony Parker. His biggest shot of the night. 5:21 left. San Antonio now leads by 5.
And now Greg Popovich will take a timeout. They'll talk things over.
Our Toyota game track with 3:08 remaining looks like this. New Jersey, Jason Kidd, 18.7 assists. Duncan has done it all. A 19-2 run. The Spurs bench has been huge in this quarter with 12 points.
And that's the last timeout for the New Jersey Nets, a 20.
55.6. The Spurs are that close.